I'll ban arena and hideout.
Okay. And that means Nut, you get to pick what map you want to play on this time.
Oh boy. How about we can play Amazon Tunnel, right?
Nice.
All right. Why not? That's
Nice.
a classic.
It is a classic.
Amazon Tunnel it is. Okay, sillySeth, you can ban 3 civs.
All right, I'll ban. Can we play the ones from previously?
Yeah,
if we want, or
you can't ban the ones previously. That's right.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. You can't ban the ones. Okay, so I'll ban the Sicilians.
Are the so can we play the brand new civs, like any civ that's in the game, right?
Yeah, go
or
for
no?
it. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Oh yeah. That means I'll ban that, and
Good luck pronouncing it.
I'm working on it. Oh yeah, the Gajaras.
Oh man. All right. So I ban one or no?
You can ban one more set if you want to. You got Sicilians
Oh.
and Gajaras right now.
And I'll ban the Goths.
That works.
I'll ban the what am I thinking of? The Mayans, right? I just can't find them on here. That's a civ, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a civ.
I can't find it on here. Oh, there it is. Mayans. I'll ban the Mayans, the Aztecs, and I don't know, the Hindustanis.
Okay. Some strong civs there. All right. Well, we got Amazon.
And the first
Tunnel
civs that were already banned can't be banned again, right?
That's
they
right.
Can be played.
They can. Celts, Britons, Chinese, Mayans. Oh shit! I just realized. Okay, pick another one, Nut.
Oh, was there? Oh, mines were already banned.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, Bengalis. I don't know.
Okay, sure.
I don't know the civs that well.
And
Celts, Britons, Chinese,
Same.
Mayans, Magyars, Huns can all be played this time.
beautiful.
But all right.
Okay, and I pick. Let's see. That's on Amazon Tunnel. Okay. All right, got it. Should be the same title. You didn't have any trouble finding it?
No, it was all good. Smooth.
Cool. Smooth.
Cool. Well, I'll see you in the game.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
Have fun. sillySeth in the pink, again playing as the Celts this time, and Nut in the bottom right in blue playing as the Persians. We are on Amazon Tunnel for this game. Second game in the third place set. sillySeth really came out with a dominant strategy in the last one. We'll see if he can make it happen again here. We have
Celts going with the siege is an interesting way to go. I'm thinking he's probably not going to lean into siege though. He's probably going to go woads.
He probably will end up with the Woad Raider strategy. I'm a little bit more. My attention is drawn a little bit more to the player in the south here. I'm kind of wondering if Nut wants to go out on a bang, do something crazy for his last game in the series here. We might have him
play the Persians and not. Yeah, exactly. I like what you're thinking.
He's done it before. To Wolf of the North's great chagrin. So we'll see what happens here. The Persian douche not necessarily a winning strategy, like game winning on its own, but it definitely makes for a very messy game. If you're able to handle that, then it might be something that you should go for. We'll see if he makes it happen though. We'll see. He might just play it straight. Might just go for some elephants, a la Aloysian. But looking at this Amazon Tunnel map, Pink, well, I mean, it's not really a wallable map for either player. It's very large choke points, if you can call them choke points. Pink probably has a better chance at defensive in terms of the larger scheme of the map, Nut can definitely wall off his small starting area more effectively, I think, here. But I don't know. I don't know who's Gen I favor here. Him, get that crap out of here. Hey, well, yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
That's right.
Looks like we're going for the boars here. We did see a much more unusual build out of Nut in the last game, and I was wondering if that was just a Sicilian choice. It looks like he does tend to go... I must have just missed this in all his previous games somehow. Mill first, and then into boars after that. Which... Oh, actually, also there are 3 boars on Amazon Tunnel. I always forget. He's... Okay, he's going to take 1 at the TC. This actually looks more standard than the last game. Okay. Some unhinged action, yeah, for sure. And we have 4 on wood, 11 on food for pink. We're looking at 5 on wood, 10 on food for Nut for blue. Definitely more heavy into the wood department for our blue player, both games so far. Might make for a little bit of a slower feudal age timing, but also could allow him to build some more buildings, get some more walls, do a little bit, get a little bit of the slush fund of wood floating around. Do with what he chooses. A house in a very interesting spot here for pink. I'm wondering if this is for, you know, you build a house just because you got a villager out here, and then maybe a mill on these deer, or maybe it's for a building wall. Get a little bit of a 360 no scope scout there. Love that. And okay. All right, somebody ring the fire alarm. It's happening again. He's doing it.
Oh, it's happening. It's going.
Coming
Gotta
forward,
go big, right?
11
Yep.
vills. He's gonna leave a few back at base just to keep things going. We'll see. Last time he did struggle a little bit with the TC placement and lost quite a few villagers to the town center of Wolf of the North while building that TC of his own. So we'll see if he's able to pull it off a little bit more cleanly this time. And also, I want to see the scouting. So Nut knows about the buildings up here for sillySeth, and he's going to be able to route around it without revealing his hand just yet. Seth with his scout
done too.
back
Yep,
at
he's
base.
playing
Yeah,
it
this
tight.
is very
Oh, I
well done.
love it.
He's practiced with this strategy in the past.
I know
Last game, potentially, if Nut doesn't win this, last game of the entire bracket right here with a Persian douche strategy.
Persian douche.
Doesn't even kill the scout. Oh, there it goes. And he may have seen a villager there. It's hard to tell. And there's the TC. So we have sillySeth doing the right thing here, pulling all his villagers to attack. And the Persian douche is a very interesting thing. I think I'm an expert because I watched one T90 video about it, so I'll know if he's doing the right thing here. A lot of villagers going down for Nut actually. I think he's gonna get it though.
Yeah, I think he's got it. It's just such a fast build time. Amazing.
Yeah, doubt has arrived. Exactly.
Yep, there it is.
But this will be able to kill the enemy town center. He's going to keep producing villagers here and garrisoning them, so it doesn't matter too much how many he lost there. The game is now in full chaos mode. sillySeth, oh my god. Forgot Loom, lol. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh man. I think he did manage to clean up all the boars, and he does have... I mean, Nut has more villagers back at home than sometimes you see from the douche players, so... Good stuff there. Seth not really sure what to do, I think, at this point. He's going to pull his vills back. And what you really, really need to be able to deal with this is you need to get feudal age before your TC goes down. Otherwise, you're kind of in a big spot of trouble.
Yep, just waiting to die. I think he's trying to, too, with that back boar.
He can repair the TC from the back side. That's a lot of times what you need to do in order to buy time. The reason this strategy is so strong, by the way, if you're unaware, the Persian Town Center has 4,800 health, and the default Town Center is 2,400 health. So it's just a civ bonus that can be used to great effect in this particular strategy. Also with their docks have double HP, pretty sure too. So that one comes into play a little bit less often.
Don't remember
Looks
as
like
well whether or not TCs have additional attack damage against. I don't remember if it's the arrows that cause the additional damage, or there is something with the attack damage as well as the health and build time of the Persian side that makes it more viable for Persians than anybody else.
That might be the case. David in the chat, can't you just repair the TC? Yeah, so, I mean, I guess I'll mention some things that sillySeth could do better against this strategy. I mean, it's not something that you encounter often at all unless you're up against Devil May Care nut gameplay here, but you really need to get Feudal Age, so basically your entire motivation there is bent around doing that, so you're going to need to repair that TC until that Feudal Age comes through, and then you have a fighting chance because the Persians will be so far behind at that point. But now it's looking a little bit problematic. We'll see if Nut's able to close the game off with this much chaos going on. sillySeth has enough for another TC, and at this point Nut is the one that needs to be working on his strategies, because you got to be like sending all your villagers forward once this TC goes down to try to kill the enemy villagers before they build their second town center, because now the game is basically going to equalize. So not exactly optimal in the situation from either player, which means it could go either way still. Nut lost a lot of vills at the beginning of that build up as well, so they are equalized on the vill count with a lot more idols for a blue player. Means that it's just going to devolve into a bit of a messy game with no clear advantage for either player here.
I think, too, to answer David's question, you can't build the towers around your town center because you can only afford to build one of them unless you mine stone. And then you can build two of them, which will allow you to essentially hold off, but not in the sense of damage output. It'll only buy you a little bit more time in terms of additional military units trying to walk into your base. I think with that additional town center health and or damage, you're pretty much just stuck, even if you build additional stone towers. The outpost
major
or the
rating.
vision ones, yeah, that's some serious rating. A good choice, actually, because if you just neuter him at home, then he's kind of stuck as well.
Still
it really
forgot
does
Lynn.
equalize everything.
Yeah. The difference here from Age 4 is that towers cost stone to build. So the alternative to that is outposts, which can't fire arrows and can't be upgraded to fire anything. And those only cost wood for vision. Yes, great response from Seth here. Not the conventional Persian douche response, but looks like he's able to pull it through anyways. And he's in Feudal Age, not nowhere nearby to having enough wood or food for Feudal Age. So what a game. What a twist and turn. Pretty much you're just getting a lot of emotional damage, as Cameron can attest from this strategy.
It's true.
As, yeah, we have Man-at-Arms now. Looks like not going to get any kills right now, but are going to push, they're going to push Nut off the deer, and they're just going to dive the TC as well. If you're asking about like denying a Persian douche by like surrounding your own town center with outposts so they can't build a town center anywhere, that's a strategy that a lot of people try, or just like one wall tiles around your TC. But essentially, there's like always going to be a spot open no matter how much you do, just because of how much ground you have to cover. But that's definitely something that people try to do sometimes if they think it's coming. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. But right now, it's actually kind of looking like a favorable match for sillySeth. insane, lol. Absolutely. And it looks like Nut has been cleaned up back at home. Not able to maintain any villagers over there. We have a market for Seth. He's not really nearby to Castle Age. I don't think he needs to go Castle Age right now. His opponent is still feudal, or in Dark Age, so, you know. Might work to just try to get as much damage as he can. Maybe he wants to siege, though. I'm gonna go ahead and keep spending on Man-at-Arms is the right move, I think. Since Seth does not have any wood defended by anything, he's got a few militia. But he's just gonna have to keep microing these villagers back and forth every time more Men-at-Arms come out. Mill gonna go down. Can't believe we get the Persian douche out of this game. And it's not even game ending.
You gotta do it.
You just gotta do it. Okay, some walls. Okay, yeah, I like this. We're trying to defend the wood line for Nut. That's key. He does almost now have enough food to go feudal age, but he's just gonna need to keep that wood income, and it's really gonna be the bottleneck here, I think, in order to keep the farms coming, since that's his only source of food. And the villager count right now, 28, 21. I mean, it really just looks like Seth needs to move in when he's ready with the right units and clean this off of the map a little bit. Does it belong here? 755 gold. Struggling to keep up that food count a little bit for pink, but okay, now we have, I mean, he made it to feudal, so I gotta give him credit for that, but Nut is now gonna struggle with all of these farms about to need reseeding and 4 wood in the bank, so sillySeth just looking for an opening right now. So this is not how you really want the strategy to play out if you're the Persian player. You really want to, I mean, denying the feudal age in the first 10 center was good. That was perfect. But you want to follow the villagers after that and prevent them from the enemy from building the second TC by all means possible. I don't know. I think maybe not forgetting Loom there meant that he was at a villager count disadvantage. And also, sillySeth already had some militia out, so he might have lost any kind of Vil fight, but you really want it, if you're the Persians, to devolve into Vil fighting and preventing the enemy from building their second TC. But that obviously hasn't happened, so now he's kind of just stuck in this one screen with his whole eco. And can't really do much now. He's going to try to lock down the wood. And yeah, so one other key aspect to this is you're going to leave a few villagers at home. This is where your wood collection should be. That's kind of why he's really struggling with the wood right now as well. But Seth did a great job sending some villagers over. Or some military over here to clean this up, and Nut was not able to defend it as well as he needed to. He tried with the house walls and stuff, but wasn't able to repair those and keep his villagers alive, so the wood income has been a real problem for him. Loses some more militia.
That is wise too, because when you're talking about like trying to make sure that you're ending the game, one of the, you know, making the game extend strats is just having multiple bases, kind of like actually in that 2v2v2. So by making sure that he's just knocking out everything that Kevin has, even though it's slow and it's just three militia and a scout, it should be hopefully enough to make sure that even with this tower and with everything moved up here, he has cleared out everything in that back line, so he's not rebuilding somewhere that Seth can't predict or see.
I mean, killing those houses means Yeah, Kevin, aka Nut, is gonna have 1 house, and he's gonna be super housed now up here with 6 wood. Like, this is kind of just GG right now. It's very all in, and if it doesn't either kill your enemy with psychological damage or with some cheesy Vil fighting strats, you're in big trouble. I do like this tower, though. It's gonna secure a lot of wood, but at the same time, sillySeth going Castle Age is gonna come out with mangonels or rams pretty soon, I bet. This is maybe the most all-in strategy you can do in H2.
Very interesting that I think sillySeth just walled him in.
Yeah, he's walling in this whole side with palisades, so at least he'll know if Nut tries to go south. It's been real, brother. Well, just end me. Oh man. Chopping wood. Okay, Nut does have some two-handed swords, some man-at-arms out here. Might even get a villager kill out of it, yep. But okay, the numbers are not great for him there. I mean, the eco in general is like, if we look at you know, resources gathered again, I probably lean on this a little too much, but sillySeth that, you know, 4.4k more resources gathered overall. It's gonna take a miracle, and I don't think Nut is even looking for a miracle at this point.
I think he's looking for a bit of a merciful death at this point.
Yeah, exactly. He's moving on to stone a little bit. Keeping 1 villager garrison in there so the TC at least fires something at anybody that comes up. And here's the mango, which does actually outrange the town center at this point in the game. As the music stops, we do hear just the forfeit. Yeah, fun strat. It does take a lot of practice to pull off, and Nut has the basic starting strategy down. But following up, if your enemy doesn't just forfeit once they see the town center, is a little bit harder to manage. But I always love to see some crazy stuff like that come out. So,
I mean, a good way to go, right?
yeah, good way to go out. That's for sure. All right, we might get those players back in here. I don't know. But that puts, if we pull this up once more, sillySeth in 3rd place of our main bracket and wraps up the main bracket for Age of Empires 2 for the Winter Bash. And it means that sillySeth is going to be taking that $30 prize. So, well played there.
Absolutely excellent. I'm going to fade into the background and watch the rest of the stream.
All right. I did forget the Discord stream. Rip.
Woo.
Hey guys, good
Hey.
stuff.
That's how you thought of it. I did not even realize he was playing the person in the
Oh
other
man.
When I went to delete my first town center, I saw Loom was still there.
That's so sad.
I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, you started building that TC, and I was like, oh, he's losing a lot of bills right now.
Yeah, I definitely forgot to click that one.
Oh,
Man. It's been fun, though.
Yeah, GG, Kevin. Well played, Nut.
Good game. Another year, another nut.
Thanks for hosting, T-Bird. This was
That's right.
an honor to play.
Absolutely. Always a lot of fun to make it happen, too. So,
Heck yeah.
thank you guys.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a way to go.
my
Yeah.
mind is mush.
I was thinking, like, okay, I'll just end on a meme while I'm at it.
So good.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. You
Good
had to
game,
collect
Seth.
stone in order to build it, didn't you? Interesting.
Yeah.
No.
You start with
Or no,
100
does it-
stone.
Yeah.
Oh, does the town center? Oh, you're right. It only costs 100. Wow, you're right.
So you have to keep some choppers on wood, basically, and send everybody else up.
Yeah. Yeah, not having loom, and then you were able to get to my wood choppers. And there was no wood line by my town center where I dropped it, so I was like, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fun though.